And I heard you fell from a mango tree one time.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
See, I'm a very stubborn person.
Our Titans players generally they're stubborn.
But that's very true. All of them. Let me not call somebody.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Bounce with OG. This is your number one podcast for everything basketball in Nigeria and across Africa. Today with me I have in the studio Mr. Nathan Edeoja, aka the voice of basketball. Interestingly, he's a very good basketball player, but most people know him for doing commentary and stuff. So happy to have you here, Nathan.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and then we have a very, very unique and very special person, Mr. Ola Williams.
Am I special?
Very, very special. So part of the things that makes him unique and special is the level at which he plays, despite his size. Mio, I used to call him a small player, but he doesn't agree.
I'm not a small player. You think I'm small, but I'm not small. It's hard to over height.
Heart over height. I like that. So
You do too much, I feel dunk on this.
yeah, so actually dunked on you. Now when you see me they play, you go dunk on me. So I remember during the Savannah conference of the Men's Premier League that was in Jos.
Yeah.
There was one guy that you almost caught in a poster.
Yeah. It was the Just Phase was actually a good experience for me because if you like, I came in with correctional service.
Yes, reformers.
I had good playing time.
Great playing time.
And normally I deliver.
Yeah.
So it was a great experience.
Yeah, and then before the Savannah conference in Jos, you also played the CDS tournament
With the
with
correction.
reformers.
Yes, reformers.
And I mean that squad, it was amazing. It was like they specifically picked you guys to just fit and play together like
Actually, they didn't specifically pick us. What actually happened was we played with what we had. If you notice, we were undersized.
Yes.
But if you notice, that team was like a shooting team. We had the likes of Valley, Makiu.
Yes.
We leave Valley at the
Makiu,
corner and going to score. We leave me at the corner. Even Idoga was shooting
Idoga was
three.
shooting
Tony
too.
was. So if you want to check our scorers, we were all small, but what we just had was that connection, and there was no there was never a case where we had like somebody would come and say, "I'm the senior man," and be big. Everybody respected. Like the respect was actually there. So that's just
No, but I really enjoyed watching you guys, like all your games from the CDS to the Savannah conference of the Men's Premier League. But I know will lie when I break my heart because I was hoping that you guys would qualify, to
Okay, to Pora.
I mean the Premier League. Yeah, I was hoping you guys would qualify to the final eight, but then it is what it is. I mean, the conference was really tough, and we got to
Honestly,
plus and minus, I think. So, but regardless, you guys played great, and I'm curious, like, what makes you play the way you play? I mean, so much energy, you attack everybody, and like, I don't understand.
First, but I've really worked hard to the point that I'm confident in my game. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a student of the game. Every now and then I still try to watch basketball clips and like try to improve my game. But basically I train crazy. Like some people would think, so if you notice some of my shots, they look like say I the first one more like probably when I'm practicing, I work on ball shots. Like I will run, just catch the ball from. Now what you practice and definitely you're going to improve in it. So basically that's just it. Then again,
so you practice how you play.
Yeah, I practice how I play. Then again, if you know, like my background in basketball, I started with Titan basketball.
Yes.
And then in the Abuja City League, see, we they lose. So if you notice that during the City League, Titans were the team that will run you down, will play good game, but will lose that team.
You still lose.
Yeah, we're so inexperienced. So while I'm playing, I'm this kind of person that I hate to lose. coming from failure, like past failures. And sometimes, failure can be a prerequisite for success. So I feel like due to my past failures, every time I'm on that court, man, I just want to win. That's why I play as intense and as crazy as I think I play. So that's just it.
Yeah, personally, I've played against you and I've not had the best experience. Because like you said, you guys are crazy, especially everybody that has gone through Titans Academy. There's this energy you guys play with that is unmatched. But for you specifically, I noticed there's this free-flowing style to your game. Like, it's almost like you're spontaneous. You don't predict or pre-record your moves that you're going to. So where does that come from? How do you have that free style of play that looks so wow? When people see it, they're always like, this is impressive, but how do you work on that?
Okay, so like I said earlier, I watch basketball clips. And also, I've learned the game the correct way. As at last 2 seasons, I played for Kwara Falcons. And Kwara Falcons is like, as at then, Kwara Falcons was a team that they teach basketball. Like, they teach basketball play. They teach you how to read and react. They teach you how to use screens, how to come out from screens. So basically, all my style of play was learned from Kwara. So the intensity and everything was from Titans, but learning the game the proper way and playing the game the proper way actually from Kwara Falcons. Shout out to Kwara Falcons.
Now that you mentioned Kwara Falcons, I just remembered your performance with them during Mark the Ball. There was one game, was it against Suleja Bulldog?
Yeah, Suleja Bulldog. Yeah.
You came off the bench and
we're down with 3.
Yeah.
So what happened in Kwara Falcons is that I don't know, but it's only when the coach feels like they're in tight situation that's where he brings me out, like from the bench.
Yeah.
And I'm this kind of a player that, as at that time, I loved like coming from the bench because I get to watch the game and then I get to know where it's leaking and what exactly I need to do. So what really happened was I already knew if I was going inside that court, I was going to take that shot and it was going to enter. That's one thing with harnessing the power of the mind. I'm this kind of a person that I believe in harnessing the power of the mind. So aside that, I'd already practiced, like before practice, I did practice, after practice, I did practice, just like that was the right scenario to just execute what I already had. So immediately I got into the game. I saw Murray running from there. I said, leave that. That was how I knew the shot. And if you notice, if we had lost that game,
we
were supposed to have, and again, that game, they already said we're not going to have any game that day. So we're all relaxed and I don't know, something happened in the gym and they took me live for like 10 minutes. Come and see my players. Everybody slept like outside. So when we came back, everything, when we came back, the energy was different. Before the game, everybody was
yes. That 10 minutes of rest.
So that's just one.
Yeah, and then other games that you've played in Kwara, you know, I think you were on that squad that won that Louis Eden. No, I was in school at that time. Oh, okay.
But I was on the team. Yeah, but I didn't go with them to Lagos.
All right. So now that you mentioned,
I was.
It was the Premier League that you didn't play.
Yeah, I was.
Now that you mentioned school, how was it like playing basketball while in school? How are you able to combine the two?
Honestly, it was tough because our practice days were, I think every day, but it was by 10. So most of the time, I'll just skip like from 10 to 2 because that was when our practice was. Sometimes I'll tell my lecturer that I'm going for practice. Like literally everybody in school knew I was actually playing for Kwara Falcons. So to some extent, it was easy for me.
Okay.
Yeah. But sometimes we have like free lectures during that time. And I got there when I was in like 300 level. So lectures was not that serious. Only when you're 100 level that you see serious lectures and all.
Yeah.
So it was really easy for me. It got to a time that transportation became an issue. Like I had to get a bicycle. I swear. All these things added to my job because like the distance is really far. It's quite far. So I don't know, all these things that went through.
So all those kind of little things actually counts. Because I remember is it Kenny Smith or somebody that said it's not about doing how do you say it? Say doing is not doing extraordinary things. It's doing ordinary things extra. So he was giving an instance like the house he was living had staircase. So instead of using the elevator, he would just climb the staircase, and all those little things were adding to his speed and agility and jump and all of that. So trekking to court can actually help too.
Shots fired.
So if you don't get transport, feel free, trek. Trek or jump to court. But funny, it's true. It's true. It can actually help improve your fitness and and all of that.
And sorry, on the note of things that added to your journey, I want to ask for players that are still coming up, young players, and there are challenges we face at times that keeps us down, that pushes us away. Are there things that you had to struggle with or fight through, injuries or trauma, anything like that?
Yeah. As at 2016, when we came back from Milo, so as at then, my coach was actually working a deal for me to travel out. So I had little issues with my knee, and during the course of it, I had a knee-to-knee jam with a basketball player that was at the National Stadium during the friendly. So we went to the physiotherapist, and it was like I had ligament laxity or something like that. So I had to leave the game for like 6 months. Honestly speaking, it was heartbreaking for me because this scenario whereby you have your teammates go play basketball and you are just there watching, or like you just come to the court dressed like that. So that phase was really heartbreaking for me. But I'm this kind of a person that, I've said it before, I'm mentally tough. Yeah, I believe in mental fitness. I watch Kobe a lot.
Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality. So all this phase, bringing it back to the game is like one of the major reasons why I actually put energy while I'm bowling. Like everything I've gone through during my injury phase. I haven't had another injury at the 10. That one was my knee. But all thanks to God.
And I heard you fell from a mango tree one time.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. See, I'm a very stubborn person. I know now. I don't get
it's obvious. It shows by the way you play.
Yeah. So I think normally by every Saturday we go and bowl. So what happened was we went to bowl, and after practice, there's inside Justice Car, like where we train, there are lots of mango trees. So I will tell you that when I climbed the tree, I went on shoes.
You climbed.
I climbed my basketball shoe first, and normal, no grip now. So when I got to, when I was on the tree, I literally plucked all the mangoes on that tree. It was like the last mango. I know they look up like from the peak of. I fell from the peak of that.
Don't be green, nice.
So I fell on the floor and I think I passed out.
Wow.
Yeah, I went blank. But by God's grace, I'm here today. So
I mean, all of that. Knee injury, fell from mango tree, and you still play basketball, man. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. So, how were you able to manage that period that travel didn't work for you?
To be honest, it was really heartbreaking for me, coupled with the fact that I was injured. And like I said, aside from the travel, because during that phase, we just wanted to play basketball.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was what we did. We come back from school, you're going straight to the court. So me not having to play basketball was really heartbreaking for me. Thank God I'm here today. I also developed a skill during that phase. I got into photography.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I was out for like I think 6 months or so. So during that phase I went for photography classes. And right now I'm actually a photographer. I did shoot for Royal AC.
Yeah. It was beautiful. I mean, so this is actually leading to the next question I was going to ask you. I mean, you play basketball professionally in Nigeria.
Elite.
Professionally, okay, elite. You play elite basketball in Nigeria, and you're done with school, and you have a career as a photographer, videographer, media person generally. So how are you able to manage this?
So while I'm not playing, I'm creating. So let's say I shoot on the court panel because So basketball, if you notice our basketball league is not really that active like that. It's just like a 1 week type of shift. So what I do is that while I'm not playing basketball, I'm engaging in creating images and creating content also. So basically, that's just.
So that means like you have like an alternative to say, oh, okay, if I decide to stop playing today,
like if I don't want to play basketball today, I can go into photography full time, and if I use the same technique I use
and the same energy, you still succeed in that field. That's interesting.
It speaks a lot about your mindset, like you said, you're mentally tough, and you mentioned you watch Kobe a lot. And I think you trained your mind based on what you said. I know you're stubborn, that one. But that mental training, I'm intrigued.
What Titans players generally they're stubborn.
But that's very true. All of them. Let me not call somebody. Augustine is very stubborn. But generally, like, how did you train your mental to get to this point where you're super confident, you can kill anybody you see in front of you on the court?
Okay, so it started from my coach. Big shout out to Coach Andre, coach of Titans Basketball Academy. During those periods that we used to lose, he's a very
I actually experienced that time.
If you sit down for like 2 hours, they hear motivation, say how person will just beat you like that, you know, that kind of thing. So aside that one, I listen to motivational speeches a lot. I don't know, it works for me. Like it works for some people. They say no, listen to motivational speeches. For me, it works for me. So I listen to motivational speeches. I read books.
So basically, you develop you spend time training your mind.
The biggest investment you can do is improving in yourself and like developing your mind, because as humans, man, if not be the current state of Nigeria, if you are not mentally tough, man, you tie rope for me. So to every young kid out there, the first thing you need to do is to have that heart. That okay, regardless of whatever I go through, regardless of if I'm on a team with Stephen Curry, I'm still going to show what I have. If you have that mindset, then they are good to go, man. So basically, that's just, I call it mental fitness.
Yeah.
So as you are training on your physical fitness, man, your mental fitness got to be too.
It's very important, because I feel like we overlook this a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are going through a lot of things, and like you've shown us in your examples, and this is really interesting. So I want to learn how to be stubborn like you.
Okay, so I think the last thing I want you to talk about is your worst basketball experience and your best basketball experience.
So my worst basketball experience was that Luzerne tournament. We won, yeah, for real. We won.
Yeah,
I did not play. And like, you know, when you've been practicing, and it's not like the coaches does not know what you can actually do. Or he just chose not to play. Even when we played against a team that we knew that okay,
you definitely beat.
He put me in for like 3 minutes, and the next thing I'm coming out, and immediately I'm entering inside.
When you get 3 minutes, you don't have.
You don't reach 7.
I've played a basketball game where I sat on the bench like all 3. Like my team was winning 15, 20 points.
No,
I was on the bench all through the game. 15 minutes to the end of the game, they say go and solve.
You see, come on.
I won't play. I still end up play. So the trick is, if you find yourself in that kind of situation, as soon as you go into the game, please just go and get a foul so that you the rest of something I need for discussion.
Then, sorry, my first basketball tournament was this CDS that I just completed last year.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys were crazy, man. You guys were. You averaged like 25 points in that tournament.
Yeah, I was locked in, and again, I felt like this was my opportunity, because I just came from Kwara to this.
Yeah.
So I felt like this was my opportunity to actually show that okay, you guys don't know me yet. Probably maybe they know me.
Titans. That's the small but they have not known the elite
So I went all out, and with the guys I had on the team, they actually believed in me, they trusted me, and our coach was actually a great source. Like Naim be like the main spice. We just
Coach Muri.
Coach Muri. Shout out to Coach Muri.
Game elevates.
I swear. So shout out to Coach Muri too, man. He did a great job.
All right. So to wrap things up, where do you see yourself basketball wise in the next 5 years?
Honestly speaking, I want to leave this country. And with the work ethic I'm putting in, I don't see myself in this country by God's grace, because we can only plan with God that has finance. So in the next 5 years, Nah, I don't want to be in Nigeria.
All right.
If I'm in Nigeria, then probably I'll stop playing basketball. Because I'll have to look for money. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Because we have to be honest.
Yes,
So
to be honest,
basketball is not as lucrative in
Yeah.
Nigeria as it is in other parts of it.
to be honest, I'm being real right now. If I'm not,
So
so that's just it.
yeah.
I have to chase my photography career. If
So you have plan A and plan B
Plan B,
and
yeah.
plan C.
but plan A go work.
All right. So thank you so much for joining us on The Bounce.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for sharing your story. I hope it inspires somebody out there. It's not by height, it's by heart. All right.
It has to be mentally tough.
Yeah. So thank you so much, our viewers, for watching this episode of The Bounce. And as you know, our interest is to bring you the best basketball stories from individuals, teams, and the national team as well. So stay tuned. Subscribe to Hood TV on YouTube and follow The Bounce with OG on Instagram so that you can get subsequent updates. See you on the next one. Peace.